everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video I am going to be talking about some of the 4K titles that I've picked up from Vinegar Syndrome. Now there's going to be 3 titles altogether in this video, and I've actually watched 2 of them, and I'm going to share my thoughts on the 4K transfers, and the other one I'm simply going to unbox for you. I'm actually going to unbox all 3 titles because they really do look that good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the movies first, share my thoughts on the 4K transfer, and then at the end of it I will take you around each set. So before I do anything or say anything, I just want to do a big shout out to my good friend John Perry over at Mondo Chelloveck Movies for inspiring these pickups. John is a huge fan of Vinegar Syndrome, and every time he does a video on one of his packages that he got from them, you can't help but be inspired. You know, you can clearly see that Vinegar Syndrome put so much time and effort behind the packaging and the restorations. And it's only when I seen John's recent video, I was like, you know what, I need to go over and check out their website. I came across these 3 titles, and it goes without saying I needed to add them to my collection. So John, if you're watching, a huge thank you once again, mate, for everything that you do on your channel, particularly when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description below to John's channel, and I really do encourage you to go over and check it out. And if you could do throw him a sub, you would be doing me a massive favor. So thanks again, John. Right, so with that said, let's get on with the video. And the first title that I'm going to be showing here, I cannot believe I own this on 4K in a collector's set. Insane. The movie is Congo. So like I said earlier, I am going to take us around this edition in a few minutes. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the movie, and of course it's 4K transfer, so that will be coming now in a second. So Congo, if you're not aware of it, it's a very simple premise. This expedition, they're going to the Congo. Everybody has a different agenda. You have one group, they're going there to kind of set free an ape back to the wild. You got Laura Linney, who is looking for her boss's son, who kind of gets... I can't say much. It actually happens in the first 5 minutes of it. It's Bruce Campbell's character. Something happens to him. Laura Linney goes in to try and find out what happened to him. And then you've got the likes of Tim Curry, who is actually looking for this lost city. And it goes without saying, when they find that lost city that Tim Curry is looking for, they find out that this city has been overtaken by these kind of man-killing apes. And let's just say the shit hits the fan. It's a great movie. I have a huge nostalgia connection towards this, even though it's not as good as it should be. Because on paper, when you actually look at the people that are behind this, it should have been so much more than what it is. Like, it's directed by Frank Marshall, produced by Kathleen Kennedy. Industrial Light and Magic does the visual effects for it. Stan Winston does the creature effects. The score is by Jerry Goldsmith. There is so much talent to it. And I don't want to be too critical when it comes to this movie, but it just seems like everyone behind it, including the actors as well, it's just like they didn't bring their A game. Like, Tim Curry is in this, and I am a huge fan of Tim Curry, but his acting is shocking. Absolutely shocking. As a matter of fact, I think he was nominated for a Razzie back in the day, and he can do so much better. And I could say the same for Ernie Hudson as well. Like I said, just not bringing their A game to it, but I still love the movie. I really do. It's a good adventure movie. There is actually some brutal scenes in it as well. When they come across some of the bodies that you see, they are horribly mutilated, and it took me by surprise. Bear in mind, I haven't seen it in years. It's a good adventure movie, and I think it gives you a bit of everything, and I would still recommend checking it out despite its issues. Now, when it comes to the 4K transfer on this, just know that there is a disclaimer right at the start, and it's basically Vinegar Syndrome talking about all the damage that there was to the original negative. You're going to start seeing white lines, and it's only in a handful of scenes. One scene in particular is when they're all being parachuted in to the Congo. You can see all the lines. They're very faint, but you can see them. So, what did I think of the 4K transfer on this one? It's good. It's not great. It's not amazing. But when you consider how bad the original negative was for this one, I think Vinegar Syndrome has done an absolutely remarkable job. Now, bear in mind, this movie has a jungle setting. And it's that jungle setting that really comes alive with this 4K restoration, particularly when you see the colours. A lot of the greenery just stands out so much. The colours are deep. They can be insanely vibrant at times as well. There's even times where it actually looks reference quality. But then there is a handful of scenes where it dips, and it dips massively. Just look at the scene with Laura Linney at the start of the movie where she's in that building. Those low-lit interior shots. It looks very grainy, heavy grain. And it just lacks that kind of 4K sharpness. But I would say that 70% of this movie does look fantastic. But just brace yourself for that 30%. But all in all, I had a wonderful time with it. Hands down, the best this movie has ever looked. Just don't be expecting to see a reference quality 4K disc, and I think you should be golden. Now, it comes with a DTS 5.1 audio in this one. And like I said, it does have a jungle setting, and the jungle comes alive with this DTS 5.1 audio. It's a good active mix. And when you actually see the ending of it with the volcano and all that, there is some amazing low end bass. It's a good mix. It's a great mix. And I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain because... Now, normally I would say, you know, why is Dolby Atmos not part of this? Particularly Congo, because it lends well to it. But I think when you hear the 5.1, I think you're going to have a few issues with it. Right, so I'm going to take us around this Congo release, and then I'm going to move on to my next edition. So, yeah, here we go. Right, so here we go, Congo. So, it goes without saying, it does come in this lovely, hard, rigid box, as you come to expect from Vinegar Syndrome. You'll notice in the background, you do have this kind of sinister-looking ape. You got the title of the movie. As you can see, it's done with spot glossing. And I do like the artwork on this one. The only issue I have with it is this thing right here. I have absolutely no idea what it's meant to be. Is it meant to be like a scar going across the apes? I honestly don't know what the hell it is. So yes, I do find that a little bit irritating. I could do without it if I'm completely honest. So that is the main artwork. You can see because of the spot glossing on the title, it really does stand out. This is the spine of it, and once again, everything that you see there is done with spot glossing. And I presume... Oh no, it's slightly different, the spine on the other side. As you can see, the Vinegar Syndrome logo is gone. I have to tell you now, I really do love the back artwork on this. Look at that. Again, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone. It's one of my favourite scenes in the movie. As you can see, you got, what, 3 apes. You kind of got all those laser beams as well. So I'm not going to say too much more about it because, like I said, I don't want to ruin it for anyone. So that is the back artwork. And I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you the contents that's inside. So as you can see, that is the slipcover edition. It's nestled in there rather beautifully. So what I'll do is I'll take them out so I can actually show you the inside artwork, that is. And here you go, look at that. So you've got the kind of lost city over here on the right hand side. You kind of got the volcano on the left hand side, and of course Amy there as well. So you notice they're parachuting in there as well. You notice the plane being shot down by a missile. So there's actually quite a lot going on in terms of this artwork. It's beautiful. Right, so that is the main box itself. This is the slipcover that you get inside it. And there's something about it I do really like. Fair play to them for including Bruce Campbell. And as you can see, he's doing that scream that you see at the start of the movie. And you've got Tim Curry there holding the diamond, and of course Amy in the middle. Couple of skulls there as well. And then of course the title of the movie, which is done with spot glossing. And you'll also notice the lost city in the background as well. There's something about this artwork that I really do like. It's almost comedic when you do look at it. So I'll just take you onto the spine of this one. And I'm presuming it's the same on the other side. It is indeed. And right around to the back. And as you can see, it's representing that scene nearly at the start of the movie where Laura Linney loses contact with Bruce Campbell. And you got the ape's face on the screen. So, yeah, that is the artwork for the slipcover. Now, there is reversible artwork. As you can see, I've turned it around. The reversible on this one is the artwork that you see on this box here. So, there's no need to show you again. But I was always a fan of the original artwork for this one. So, I opted for it. So, I will take you around and let's just have a look at it. So bear in mind that this is the 4K, sorry, is region free. the Blu-ray is region locked. And there's actually quite a lot of special features as well. So that's going to be great to go through. So that is the back artwork. I'm going to open it up, and that is your 2 discs inside. So all that's left to show you is the actual booklet, which is right here. And it's one of those booklets that actually forms one picture. There you have it. So that looks badass, look at that. And when it comes to the booklet itself, you will get a write-up of the movie itself, the production, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, they cover all the cast as well. Everything that you expect from a booklet. Then, of course, you get a few stills as well there as well from the movie. And there you have it. So that is everything that comes with this Congo edition. And I think it is rather beautiful. Right, so moving on to my next release, I have got Navy SEALs. So, Navy SEALs, just like Congo, has a very simple premise. It starts off with these 8 SEALs. They're sent in to rescue this, I think it's like a group of people, if I remember correctly. And what happens is Charlie Sheen comes across this weapons crate, and it's full of US Stinger missiles. And he tries to destroy them, but he fails at doing so. And basically what happens is the movie becomes almost this set-piece movie where it's them trying to track down these missiles, the terrorist group that have them, and put a stop to it all. So yes, like I said, it is a set-piece movie because it's one of those things where it's like, the bulk of it is them trying to get the intel that they need, and when they get the intel, they get a lead, they go track this lead down. It can be a bit misleading at times. Then you have a set-piece, then on to the next. So yes, a bit of a set-piece movie, but take nothing away from it. It is still a fun ride. Now, the only issue I have with Navy SEALs, and it really is a shame, is because there's 8 altogether in this group. But they massively underutilise a lot of the actors in this one. They focus more on Charlie Sheen and Michael Biehn. And it really is a shame because I think if they kind of focus more on the group, it would have made the movie so much more impactful. It goes without saying, as it goes on, there is going to be deaths to be seen. But when they do happen, because the characters are not developed, you kind of see, oh, he's gone, on to the next. So I think if they just took a bit more time to develop the entire team, it just would have added so much more to this movie. But take nothing away from it. It's a wonderful movie. It has a lot of action set pieces. Real throwback to those kind of, late 80s, early 90s action movies that we all come to love. Particularly the end battle at the end of it. It is quite amazing. And I got a lot from this one. Now, the 4K transfer on this is... it's absolutely astonishing. Unlike Congo, you can clearly see that the original negative of this one is in very, very good shape. It's a 4K transfer. You do not need reminding that you're watching a 4K transfer. It is unbelievably sharp. Pin sharp at times, as a matter of fact. There is just so much detail to be seen. Even on the close-ups, when you see their faces, you can make out every kind of crease and pore. The implementation of HDR really adds quite a bit to this one. There is some insane deep blacks. Just look at the segment where they're parachuting out. The scene where Bill Paxton is a bit nervous. He doesn't want to parachute. Just look at that entire segment. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to perfect deep blacks. They are absolutely insane. They really are. It's a wonderful, wonderful 4K transfer. The movie has no business looking as good as it does. I wish I had the previous DVD and Blu-ray so I can do a comparison. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I can tell you now for a fact that this is hands down the best this movie has ever looked, and I can assure you now, die-hard fans of this one is going to be so impressed by what they see here when it comes to the 4K transfer. Now, it comes with a DTS 5.1 mix, and just like Congo, it's a very active mix. There is so much low-end bass, particularly when you see those kind of heavier action sequences, particularly the end battle. There's just so much low-end bass with a lot of those explosions. Gunshots have a lot of impact as well. The dialogue sounds very clean. It never gets drowned out, even during those heavier action set pieces. It's a wonderful, wonderful DTS 5.1 audio in this one. And I was so impressed by how this ended up looking and sounding. And all the credit in the world has to go to Vinegar Syndrome. Right, so I'm going to take us around this one now. This is probably my favourite release from Vinegar Syndrome. And I think you're going to see why now in a second. So yeah, here we go. Right, so here we go, Navy SEALs. So much like Congo, you'll notice that the title of the movie is done with spot glossing, and it really does stand out from the image itself. But I have to tell you, I do love the colour scheme on this one. As you can see, you got the SEALs parachuting in, and then look at that sky. It really does look breathtaking. So loving the artwork on this one, and I think you can see why it's probably my favourite release from Vinegar. Bear in mind, I only have 7 titles from them. So that is the main artwork on this one. So I'll show you one spine of it, and you'll notice in a second now that the opposite spine is very different, which is this one here. As you can see, it's almost a continuation of that main artwork. And then right around to the back, and look at this, there is just so much going on in terms of the back artwork. You kind of got the SEALs underwater. You kind of got one here on the boat. It looks like Charlie Sheen. He's kind of firing at this boat here. You've even got the parachuters. You got the helicopter as well, the explosion. Like I said, quite a bit going on. So that is the back artwork. I don't think there's anything on the tops of the bottoms, no. So I will open this one up, and this is the contents inside this one. So once again, I will remove everything out just so I can show you the inside artwork, and look at that. So if you know that scene from the movie, it's where the whole group gets together. They start playing golf. It's actually quite a funny scene, and fair play to Vinegar Syndrome for actually including it in the set. Sorry. So loving the artwork inside it. So just let me close that up, and let's get on with the slipcover. And as you can see, you've got the title of the movie once again done with spot glossing. You can see it when I bend that light against it. And then you'll notice the 8 pins. I think that's representing all the SEALs that you see in this. And then of course you got the American flag in the background. And when you turn it around to the back, it's just a bit more of that American flag. And I'll give you a close look now at the spine of it. And once again, the spines will be different on each side. That's one, and that is the other. So yes, just like the Congo edition, there is reversible artwork, and once again I have opted for the original poster artwork with Michael Biehn and Charlie Sheen. And I'll quickly show you the spine of this one and the back. And of course you got the synopsis on top. You've got all your special features there in the middle of it, or near the bottom I should say. And just like the Congo release as well, the Blu-ray is region A locked, the 4K is region free. So that is the back. Then this is the 2 discs that you got inside. You got your 4K on the right hand side and your Blu-ray on the left hand. So all that's left to do is to show you the booklet that you get with this one. And just like the Congo booklet, it actually forms one picture. And as you can see, it's representing that battle at the end of it. I tell you, the set design is very impressive at in that last battle. And just like Congo as well, it's the same thing. It's a write-up of the cast, production, all of that kind of thing. Then of course you got a few stills in there as well. So that is the booklet, and that is everything when it comes to this stunning release of Navy SEALs. Right, so moving on to the last title that I'm going to be featuring in this video. Now, bear in mind, folks, I have not seen this one, so I can't really talk about it because I honestly don't remember the movie that well. I just remember seeing it back in the day and really enjoying it, so I'm hoping that it does hold up. The movie is Sliver. So if you're kind of into your erotic thrillers, much similar to Basic Instinct, chances are you're going to really enjoy this one. It does star Sharon Stone, William Baldwin, Martin Landau is in there as well, and Tom Berenger. So it does have a good cast. And I'm just hoping that the movie kind of holds up in some way. It never hits the heights of Basic Instinct. But like I said, I do remember enjoying it back in the day, and I am really looking forward to revisiting it and seeing what it looks like on 4K. So it goes without saying, whenever I do get around to it, I will probably include this one again in a haul video and let you know what it's like. I'm expecting big things, especially when you see how good some of the restorations that Vinegar Syndrome have done, particularly on the 2 titles that I've already featured in this video. So I'm hoping for the best when it comes to this one. So with that said, I am going to take us around this one and give you a look at it, and I think you're going to be impressed with this one. Right, so on to Sliver we go. So as you can see, the artwork on this one, it's all the screens. As you can see, you can actually make out Sharon Stone's face, and I think you can make out William Baldwin there as well. And every screen that you see on this cover is done with spot glossing. Now, when I seen this release originally, I thought these were all cut out, and it was the slipcover inside that was actually forming the picture. But no. It's all part of the box set, and just as well it's done that way, because chances are if it was all cutouts, the box would fall apart. And then of course you got the title of the movie down below. So loving the artwork on this one as well, no surprise there. So I will then take us on to the spine of it. I just seen there a little bit of that coming up. I'll need to fix that. So yeah, this is the spine. So again, everything that you see there is done with some heavy spot glossing. And the back artwork is basically much the same, minus the faces inside. So you just got a bit of white noise, where on the main cover you got the 2 characters. So yes, I like it. It's a nice touch. Very simple, but very effective. So that is the back. So as you can see, this release is somewhat different to the other 2 that I've shown. Basically everything just comes out like this. So I will start with the slipcover, and as you can see, they're kind of keeping up with the whole monitor look. You've got the eyes of Sharon Stone in, well, not every picture, but in a few of them. And then of course you've got the title of the movie going across the screens. So once again, you'll see the spot glossing on the title. And I will then show you the spine of this one. And I think the spine is the exact same on the opposite side. It is indeed. And then when you look at the back, it's basically the same artwork minus the title of the movie. I'll tell you, the build quality on these slipcovers, it's unlike anything you felt before. It's amazing, it really is. So once again, there is reversible artwork. Just let me have a look and see what it was. I think it was so it's basically what you've seen on the main box. So this is well, I'm presuming it's the original poster artwork. I've never seen this artwork before. I presume it's the American artwork, because I think I have this on DVD, and this is definitely not the artwork that I have for it. So yes, love that they kind of include the original poster artwork. It's very important for releases like this. This is the spine of that one. And right around to the back, and just like the other releases, you've got all your special features in the middle there, and as you can see, there is quite a bit there. So Vinegar Syndrome, they do not screw around. They just put so much time and effort into everything. Restorations, features, packaging. Unbelievable. So that is the back, and this is your 2 discs. So all that's left to show you is the booklet, which I'm going to bring in quickly now and just have a look. So as you can see, one side of it is basically, you've just got one TV. You got William Baldwin and Sharon Stone on the screen. And then when you look at the back of it, it's just more of those screens with Sharon Stone's face. So the booklet is a bit different to the last 2 that I've shown, because it formed one picture when you opened it up. This one doesn't. But again, not to sound like a broken record, but yeah, the booklet is exactly like the other ones that I've shown in this video. It just gives you everything that you come to expect with a booklet. And then of course you got the stills in there. I think there's actually a few behind the scenes as well. There you go. I think that's one there. Yeah, it is. So that's always nice to see included in these booklets. And that is everything when it comes to this release of Sliver. Right, so there you have it. That is my 3 releases from Vinegar Syndrome, and they definitely have my attention now. And I can tell you, I actually checked out their website a few days ago, and there is a few more titles that I am going to be picking up from them. Virtuosity is definitely one I'm going to be getting. Daryl is another. That's going to be a blast from the past. And Invasion USA, which stars Chuck Norris. 3 unbelievable releases, and I cannot wait to finally get my hands on them. So expect a video from them hopefully sometime in the upcoming months. So with that said, I'm going to let you go. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please share your thoughts on all 3 movies that I featured in this video. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next one. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.